It's official. Dom Solanke is the GOAT, God of all time. He hit 20 league goals, that equaliser versus Stoke City in the comeback of the Championship last weekend. And talking about GOATs, we've got the GOAT of YouTube for Bournemouth, and that's Dan, aka Juron. How you doing, Dan?
I don't know about that. I wouldn't say any more. It's been quite a while since I've put any uploads out, but I appreciate that. Yeah, I'm good. It's been too long. It always seems to be too long. But yeah, Dom Solanke, my favourite player. I think you'll find actually. I mean, God of all time works, but I think it's the greatest of all time. But that
Mm,
also works. That'll do. But yeah, you didn't think it would happen last season. You thought though, and it didn't happen. But this season, he's turned into a new striker.
he did, and he has. And before that, just to confirm, Dan, you're still very much a Cherries Red Army team player, aren't you?
Absolutely, absolutely. It's been a bit manic with other commitments and work and all of that stuff. But I will be more consistent from now on. I'll make an effort to try and be
Right,
consistent.
let's get stuck into Dom Solanke. How did he do it? How did he get to 20 league goals, 21 goals in all competitions? And last season, you're absolutely correct. I said Dom Solanke would not score 20 goals. He didn't. He scored 15. And the reason I said that is because I felt like he wasn't a natural number 9 striker. However, we're going to see how he got to 20 league goals. And actually, maybe is he just a number 9 striker right now? So, Dan, we're just going to throw some stuff out there and maybe it'll give reason for why he's achieved this milestone. The first reason I think it was, Dan, is that he became the main man last season and gave an
Hmm.
opportunity
Yeah,
to get in the team and score goals. That gave him confidence, and maybe he built on that in pre-season.
yeah. I think that you could kind of tell. I mean, from the end of the Premier League season, that those two goals and then he scored again. Just that he is obviously clearly needed a bit of confidence, a bit of belief in himself. Obviously, it's not been an easy road for him in terms of being a professional footballer. He obviously was at Chelsea, and then I don't know if he was on went out on loan to Vitesse, wasn't it? I don't know if that was
Vitesse,
with Chelsea or Liverpool. But has
Chelsea.
obviously never been sort of anywhere near the number one guy. And obviously joined Bournemouth, and we still have Wilson. So he's still behind Wilson, but finally he's the number one guy. Obviously, dipping down to the Championships probably helped him. One of the best strikers in the league, and yeah, he's finally found his feet. And yeah, he's improved on so many different aspects of his game. I think I put a tweet out like probably a year ago now that last season, the comparison from when he was in the Premier League to even the first season of the Championship was just completely different. It was everything he was doing, holding up the ball a bit better, he's running with the ball, his distribution. I still think his distribution is fantastic and goes very under the radar. Was exceptionally noticeable last season, but maybe less so this season. But even still, yeah, his distribution of the ball, and I think it's just a lot of confidence. His belief that he scores. He thinks it's kind of like when we had Danjuma. You had that sort of cocky arrogance about Danjuma, which
Mm.
worked in his favour. He goes through. He knows he's going to score, whether he does or not. He's like, I'm scoring this. Whereas I felt like Dom was like, I hope I score this, rather than that belief. So I think he's got that real belief, and obviously now 20 goals a season, by far his best season. And who knows, he might get to 25, probably 30 is a bit of a stretch,
Mm.
but you never know.
Don't think he'll catch Mitrovic, but
No.
picking off a few points there. I didn't feel last year that he was ruthless enough. I felt that maybe he passed when he should have shot. And like Danjuma, you just need to take the ownership of saying, I'm going to shoot because I'm confident in what I'm doing. This season, what's helped him? He's played every single championship game, which is
Of course
absolutely
he has, yeah.
amazing. His goals per game have gone up by zero point 0.2. His shots per game have gone from 2.7 last season to 3.6, with a goal conversion of 18% against 14% last season. And what I'm finding this season, Dan, is he's actually shooting and trying to find angles instead of just shooting, hoping it goes in.
Yeah, no, that's actually a very good point. I didn't even think about that. Is what he really like? I think you saw last season, and that's the improvement. I think to this season is the fact that he will look for those gaps. He will look to play with the ball. He won't just shoot aimlessly. Whereas I felt like he was almost trying to force it a little bit too much at times. especially in the Premier League, but maybe slightly in the first season in the Championship. But now he's got way more intelligent. I think he's worked under 4 managers now since being at Bournemouth. He's obviously picked up some knowledge from that, and I think he's developed a lot under Scott Parker. And yeah, I mean, at times I think with the whole Bournemouth squad, it feels like we're almost trying to pass it too much, and we just want to make you drive with the ball a little bit. But I think Dom Solanke initiates a lot of that. When he gets the ball, he wants to do something with it. You see him; he's never stationary with the ball. He's always running around, trying to find the gaps, trying to make the movement, which is crucial for your main man.
And going back to what I said last year, he wasn't a natural number 9 striker. Last season, out of the 15 goals he scored in the league, 2 were outside the box. Dan, 20 goals he scored this season, all of them inside the box, including that 20th one against Stoke City inside the 6-yard box. And that, for me, is a number 9 striker. Poacher, different types of goals. He's very much got that in his locker, even to a point that he only scored 1 header last year. This season, he's got 25% of his goals in the league with his head. I mean, the stats are just improvement across the board.
Yeah, that was something that we particularly noticed last season. Was like, he's a big guy, Dom. He's not. He should be winning headers and he should be scoring with his head, but obviously wasn't. I still think he can improve on that aspect. I think if we're going to be critical, I still think he's a big guy, should be maybe potentially winning more headers. But yeah, he scored that fantastic one against QPR. Was it? I think it was a header against last game we played. I think that he's improved in all aspects of his game. But yeah, particularly heading has improved a lot, and he is that number 9 striker. He wants to get into the positions. He's always in the box. Whereas sometimes you're like, where is Dom? Why is he back there? And when Dan Juma's sprinting forward, and it would be so frustrating. But this season, he's like, give me the ball. I'm always going to be in the box. He's going to gamble to get the ball, and always get. And as I say, he's a big guy. He's a big presence in the box. So yeah, that massively improved in that aspect of his game.
Variety of goals, and I think he had that header against Blackpool as well early on in the season where he headed it back from where it came from. Great finish, I'm sure it was against Blackpool. And another type of goal to help you get to 20 goals for strikers is penalties. He had 0 out of 0 last season because he wasn't handed any. This season, he's had 2 out of 3. He missed the one at Blackpool, remember? But those are types of goals and freebies that also help you get to these type of milestones.
Yeah, I think it all comes kind of under the same cloud in the sense that it's that, that confidence of, I want to take the penalties, as he should be. I mean, obviously when Stanislas on the pitch, I feel like even if it's difficult, I think Stanislas would probably still fancy it and would take him off him if he was on the pitch. Dom would make a good argument, but I think he's by far our best dead ball striker, Stanislas. But I think that he wants to take the penalties. Obviously the last one he took wasn't the best. I think he was overthinking a little bit there. I think you just run up, you pick a corner and you hit it hard. Sort of trying to do like a Jorginho or something like that. Didn't quite work. But yeah, no, as you said, the freebies, the scrappy goals, the headers, and some of his finishes have been so nice as well. Like I can't remember who it was against. But I feel like it was against Birmingham at home, and he just the way he finished it across the box, right into the corner. Goals like that, his finishing has just been like another step. It's just constantly improving, and he'll find the corners. Obviously, what was it? Ivan Toney. I made the argument, right, and I still think this, that especially now, Dominic Solanke is a better striker than Ivan Toney. He's scored 10 of his goals from penalties. Dominic Solanke's only got like two or something like that. I mean, we'll see. I think if we do go up, which touch words is looking very likely at the moment, it'd be interesting to see how he adapts to Premier League life. Now he's had this experience in the Championship. Is it going to be a bit too much, or is he going to manage it? And because I think he would still be the main man. I don't think we'd bring anyone in. I mean, I think Premier League clubs were looking at him, so they clearly think he's got the ability. So I think we probably stick with him.
Well, that would be my next question, Dan, because I did challenge him last season. He's he's pulled through this season and really shown me that he can be a decent striker. But if we get to the Premier League, or he gets to the Premier League himself, the next question is, do you think he can take that next step the second time round?
Yeah, like I said, I think that having that experience in the Championship, I mean, it's not a guarantee. Obviously, we've seen Mitrovic do incredible things in the Championship and this season as well, and not really lived up to it in the Premier League for whatever reason, whether that's not getting the game time or not having the belief in the manager, not struggling. Because the Premier League is a big step up. Yeah, I mean, it's like we should be one of the best teams, and we are one of the best teams in the Championship. And so Dom's getting loads of chances, as he should be. We're going to create lots of stuff, but in the Premier League, chances are going to be harder to make, and he's not going to get as many. He's got to be more clinical if he wants to get those goals. And I think that, I mean, we saw the confidence building at the end of our relegation season, and I think that, because he's now scored, well, at the moment, 35 goals, maybe 36 in all competitions since being in the Championship. He's built on that. He's improved his confidence, his ability as a striker, his awareness. Every aspect of his game has improved massively. And obviously, he's had lots of experience with different managers. I do think that he will be able to cope in the Premier League. I really do. I think a massive part of the reason he didn't was just his self-belief wasn't quite there when we got him. He's come for this big price tag, wasn't performing, and that's got to be difficult for anyone. The weight of expectation was on his shoulders, and then he wasn't performing. And now he's like, okay, well, I've scored these goals. I believe in myself. And other people will inevitably believe in him. So I think he'll be all right.
Some big shout outs to some of the other fans as well that's always believed in him. You've got Daniel from the States. He's always backed him to get to 25 league goals. Also, Alex Hall. If you've ever followed myself on Back of the Net before Cherries Red Army, me and Alex Hall, we're great friends, and he's always backed Dom Solanke. We've had a bit of banter in the time, and we have messaged each other as well. So yeah, Dom did it. He got to 20 league goals. So a bit of a shout out there for Alex Hall. Dan, where does Dom Solanke take us then? Final thoughts in this video, appreciation video for Dom Solanke. Where does he go? Does he take us to 25 goals, and can he blast us into the Premier League?
Well, how many games have we got left? We played 31, so we have 15 games left. You would hope that he could maybe get 7 from that, wouldn't you? Almost a goal every other game. So you could hope maybe 27 goals, 26, providing obviously he doesn't get injured. That would be a huge blow. And that's also another thing to quickly mention is the fact that we don't really have anyone that, like, obviously we have Jamel Lowe, but Dom is our only out and out number 9 striker. And the fact that he hasn't got injured and he puts in, another thing we haven't mentioned, just to end it off, is the amount of effort that he puts in every single game. His running stats, I don't know if you have them, they must be incredible. Because he constantly is moving, constantly running. He really is a fan's player, in my opinion. So I'm going to say 27 goals, but wouldn't it be lovely if he got to 30? Like a hat trick, a couple of braces, we'll push him up there. It'd be brilliant.
Yeah. It's been a great achievement for him this season. We've benefited from it. I said that all along, that if he scored 20 goals, we'll be right up there. And we are right up there in the top 2. Dan, as well, you saw this a while ago. You saw into the future. You knew it was going to happen. And if you head over to Dan's YouTube channel, Juron, details will be in the description. I'll also put the video in there because he predicted that Dom would be the GOAT, didn't you, Dan? So
absolutely, never doubted it.
Put those details. It's been great to see you though, Dan. I know you're going to catch up more before the season's out and get you on more videos, but it's been great to enjoy this little video and for Dom Solanke.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me on, and you'll see more of me in the future, I'm sure.
We've really enjoyed giving this video to you, but let us know your thoughts about Dom Solanke. Write whatever you want. You just want to appreciate what he's done. Tell him he's the greatest Bournemouth striker of all time. Just put it in the comments. We'll read every single one. We'll just finish off this video, though, with just maybe the best goals of Dom Solanke this season. And there's only one way, surely, Dan, that we can sort of send this video into those clips. Are you good at doing celebrations?
Celebrations?
Yeah. The bow and arrow?
Oh,
should we do it? Let's go.
Yeah.
Well done, Dom Solanke. Let's get us to the Premier League. Up the Cherries from me and Dan. See you soon.
Burn on, I'm shining so bright, lit up like a diamond in the dead of night. There's fire deep in my soul. I'ma rise up like the legends of old. Brighter than gold, brighter than gold. Brighter than gold, brighter than gold. Now my kingdom's coming, coming. I was born for the throne. Like lightning striking, sparking. There's heat in my bones. There's fire deep in my soul. I'ma rise up like the legends of old. Brighter than gold, brighter than gold. I can feel that fire in me, fire in me, fire. I can feel that fire in me, fire in me, fire. Yeah. Give me the fire. Give me the fire. I'm in the shadow of the valley of the gods in the graves. I'll keep on going, running, running. I'll go till my body breaks. There's fire deep in my soul. I'ma rise up like the legends of old. Brighter than gold, brighter than gold. I can feel that fire in me, fire in me, fire. I can feel that fire in me, fire in me, fire. Yeah. Give me that fire. Give me that fire. Burn on, I'm shining so bright, lit up like a diamond in the dead of night. There's fire deep in my soul. I'ma rise up like the legends of old. Brighter than gold, brighter than gold.